everybody. This is Todd from MovieReviewsByUs.com, and I can't believe it. We're almost the middle of the month in January, and I'm finally getting around to a video number 2. Last year we did this also. New Year's resolutions. I don't have many of them for the site. Could almost replay last year's and say, yeah, that sounded pretty good. Gonna make a few changes though to what we did last year. One of them is going to be the viewer interaction, or the movie. You know, I'm not going to do any more of those for the time being until the pandemic's over. There's too much else stuff going on than to say, oh hey, let's have a viewing challenge. It just seems like an activity that I wasn't getting a lot of people. Wasn't getting a lot of people that interested in it anyway. In fact, 0 people were partaking besides us, which, you know, it was something we were doing for ourselves mainly and just sharing. But I think that in 2021, we're just not going to do that. So I haven't even updated the last one that we did. I need to get that done. That's coming up. And that'll just say, watch whatever you want. Maybe say something easy like 4 movies a month or something, and watch whatever you want until the pandemic's over. And that's, who knows when that is. So gonna get rid of the viewer. I thought that was a big push last year. This year, because of the pandemic, because new movies just aren't really coming out in theaters. Yes, they're coming out in streaming. I mean, I saw Netflix is gonna have like 71 movies. Awesome this year. And some of them I'm sure will be really good, but the theater situation is just wrecked. So I think we're just going to eliminate the interaction, the viewer, you know, the viewing challenges, as we're calling them, for this year. We'll come back to them, I think, someday, maybe. We'll see how it goes. It was a good idea, I think, at the time, it seemed like, but we just don't have a lot of people getting interactive right now, and I can't blame them. Some of them are worried about having jobs. So it's something I'm kind of going, you know, it probably isn't that worthwhile to do. The other thing that we've had, the major change, if you will, I already posted about this. Sorry, my nose is itching for some reason, so I keep hitting my nose. But and by the way, if you like these videos, I know we've been kind of hit or miss, but we only do videos typically when the movie theaters are going. Right now, the movie theaters are closed. So we're not seeing new movies in theaters. So I can't do just left the theaters because we're not just leaving the theater. However, the first week in February, we are heading to Vegas. And there are movie theaters open there. So I'm hoping that we can see some movies in Vegas for a couple days that we're there. Well, at least 1 or 2. We may not be able to see that many, but at least 1 or 2. Maybe 3 if we get really excited about it, because we haven't seen movies in theaters for a little while. Since November, it's been shut down. The theaters are closed. So the videos will return. So if you're subscribed to this channel, relax. We're going to have videos again once we start seeing movies again. And from time to time, I might shoot a video like this, you know, just giving you video updates or something like that. I mean, I don't do these very often, but I did this in 2020. I wanted to do another one in 2021. I've just been hanging around waiting to figure out what I could bring up. Okay, item number 1 on things that we're going to absolutely, well, we already said that one was viewing challenges are pretty much going away until the pandemic's over, and I don't know when that's going to be. Item number 2, and we already posted about this, star ratings, going to be 4 out of 5 is recommended. Not going to go back to all the reviews we've done up until now where we said 3 stars and above. But I got to be thinking about this, you know, would I recommend some of these 3-star movies to my friends? No, wouldn't do it. So why should I recommend them to other people? So that's why I'm going with 4. It's a much tighter number of movies. 4, 4.5, and 5-star will be recommended movies. Anything under 4 doesn't mean it's not a decent movie. I mean, 3 is average to us, basically. It's entertaining. But would I recommend an average entertaining movie to my friends? No. 3.5 is good. I mean, it's above average. But would I recommend every above average movie or good movie to my friends? Probably not. 4, now we're getting into, it's very good. You know, it's awesome. You know, not awesome, but it's really, really good. So it's great, I think, is the term we use actually in the star rating. And then, you know, 4.5 is excellent. And 5 is love it. You know, I mean, it's the best. So, I mean, that's how we're kind of breaking this, you know, down. So 4 is great. You know, 4.5 is excellent. And 5 is, oh my God, we love it. So, of course, those 3 types of movies we're going to, and it's a very small, if you look at the percentage, it's a very small percentage of the overall movies that we review get 4, 4.5, and 5. And I think that's more indicative of the type of movies that I want to recommend. Doesn't mean we're not going to review the other movies. We still will. We'll review pretty much every movie that we watch all the way through, or most of the way through, enough to where we can say, yeah, this movie wasn't good, or it was great. You know, if it's great, we're going to watch it all the way through. But, I mean, if it's not good, some movies we bail. I mean, some movies I bail after 10 minutes. I'm not reviewing a movie we bailed after 10 or 15 minutes. That it was just so bad I didn't want. And what I mean by bad is it didn't interest me in any way, shape, or form. So I wasn't going to sit through it beyond 10 or 15 minutes. Or there was something like, I think 6 Underground was one where it was so bombastic and Michael Bay with just explosions everywhere, and it was giving me a headache. I couldn't stick in there. So, you know, but I didn't, that's an NR, no review. That's not a review, that's not a recommended, that's not a not recommended. It's I couldn't see it. I couldn't watch it enough to evaluate it. So it's not fair to a movie if I can't watch it enough to evaluate it, to give it a review and tell people it's bad or good or go see it or whatever. If I'm not going to, you know, watch enough of it to where I can make that opinion. So, and the vast majority of movies, I mean, like 98% probably, we watch all the way through, and sometimes we watch multiple times before they're reviewed. Especially like TV series and stuff. Like multiple times we'll watch those episodes usually before there's ever any kind of review written. So, I mean, I just wanted to make that clear that, you know, it's not like we're just watching something for 15 minutes saying it sucks and then writing a 1-star review. That's not how we roll. It doesn't get a review unless we watch the vast majority of the movie. I mean, I'm talking, you know, 75% or more probably. Maybe 60% in some cases. I mean, we could see, but, I mean, it's a small. I mean, I can count them almost on one hand, I'm sure. Or maybe 2 hands. I could count them. The number of movies this applies to. So, okay. So 4-star and above, that's number 2. Then I think back to the TV series reviews that we're doing currently. And we started the Twilight Zone, and I told you that this was going to be a project that went over several years. To date, there's only been one of these posted. It was posted on Valentine's Day. Maybe that'll be the case again this year. Another one gets posted only on Valentine's Day. I don't know. These take a long time to write because these are very in-depth reviews. The Twilight Zone, I've already said, is my favorite TV show episode or TV show series ever. So I don't want to just do some partial review. I want to do a full in-depth review. Lots of pictures. Spoilers will be in part of it. I'll clearly divide the review in half or in a quarter or whatever it is and say don't read past here if you haven't seen the episode. There'll be detailed discussions on the episode as far as that. I'm even shooting video with them behind the scenes. I didn't post a video one for the first one I did. I have it though. But it's private on YouTube. It's not, so I guess if somebody found out what the URL is, they could find it. But anyway, I'm making videos on these too because and there's 156 episodes and then it's over. And I just sort of want to, you know how you have like some, you know, something you really enjoy eating and you want to just get every taste of it. And, you know, in the case of watching TV, the Twilight Zone to me is the fine chocolate that you just want to take a bite and you want to savor it. And, you know, that's where I'm at on Twilight Zone. So it may take 25 years or 30 years to get through the 156. I may never get through them all. I'm going to try. But to the level of detail I want to do, these posts take a very long time to put together. With the pictures, with the detail, with the discussion, with the video. It's a very long undertaking. And I want to do that for every episode. So where I thought last year maybe only 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, that I don't think that's going to be possible in my workflow. I just don't have enough time I work a regular job outside of this. This is pretty much a hobby site to my wife and I. It's not a business to us. We don't make any money. Which brings us to number 3. Ads, no ads on the site. We're promised all of 2020. It's the pandemic, people. Not a lot of people have money right now. Why would I put ads up on the website and want you to buy things through the website? doesn't make any sense to me. So I can safely say in 2021 there will be no ads on the website. I still am interested in the idea of some sort of premium site or premium content. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I know there's Patreon and there's things like that. I don't know how the best way to do that, because I have a lot of kind of extra content I'd like to put on the site that sort of fits but doesn't, like some of the behind the stuff things, like what we're doing as far, running the site. And I don't think that's going to be interest to every reader, but there are other bloggers, other website people that would find value in that. And so I guess that's where my mind's kind of going with money making, is maybe I have an additional site or additional area of our site. I don't consider that ads. I'm talking third-party ads like Amazon affiliate links and stuff. We don't have any affiliate links. And in fact, anytime I'm linking to Amazon, I'm usually saying go to Amazon and search for it, or go to... I'm very careful not to put links in there that look like I'm selling something. Like I just wrote a post to sell something, because that's not what we do at the site. And it's not what I want to do at the site, at least at this point. Maybe someday we will, with the proper disclosure that this is this is something that we're having advertised or affiliate links in there. I would do all that, because one, it's FTC law, you got to do it. Two, it's the right ethical thing to do. But as for right now, and in the rest of 2021, I have no plans to do any sort of pop-up ads, popovers, banner ads, text ads, none of that stuff. No Google ads, none of that stuff will be included. The only thing we might do, like I said, and this would be later in the year most likely, is expand into some sort of premium or subscriber content, and it's not going to take away anything from what we already have. It's going to be additional things that we don't have right now. So, and it might not appeal to every reader. It might be something where, readers are like, I'm not interested in that. It's not something that I would want to read. Well, in that case, you don't have to. But for those of you who are, particularly other movie sites might be of interest, because it's going to be, I think, specifically about what we're doing at the site. And I could see some sort of premium, some sort of something, and it wouldn't be very expensive, is my guess. It might even be tip only. Maybe it's just a tip type thing. I don't know. But I could see something like that. And again, that's just a percolating idea. It's not a guarantee. It's not a resolution to do it tomorrow or 6 months from now or 3 months from now. Right now, I just want to hold the fort, do what we're doing. I think even doing the 2 to 3 posts a day thing is a challenge some days that we do now. I mean, it's some days, like I said, I work a regular job. My wife works a regular job. Some days it's difficult to do that. And we don't have the movies right now, except on streaming. They're not in the theaters. So I think that's something that would need to happen. So I'm going to leave it there. That's where I'm going to cut it off. We've already gone 13 minutes in this video. I'm going to cut it off right there and not make any more resolutions for 2021. Really only 2 things I mentioned. The 4-star is recommended now, 4 and above. Not going to go into that past, as I said. And no ads again, just like last year. So if you enjoy our site with no ads, no text ads, no affiliate ads, I'm not making any money from it. It's costing me money, absolutely. My wife and I, it costs us money to run the site. It's not a lot of money, but it's money. But not going to do any sort of advertising, third-party advertising. Again, we might start a premium area, of some kind. It will not take away anything that we're currently doing. I will make that promise. All it will mean is maybe extra. Maybe if we're doing 2 to 3 posts a day of what we're already doing, and we maybe have a bonus 2 or 3 posts a day, and maybe on some topics that aren't even related. There's also the possibility of the site that I used to have. I had a very successful blog, tech blog. For 6 plus years, I ran that, and it was a CNET Top 100 blog. I have all those posts, or most of them anyway. Maybe I'll recreate that in a private area with some commentary and go back and look back at these posts. And I've thought about that as a possible. So these are just ideas, may never actually happen. But since we're talking New Year's resolutions and looking ahead and what are you going to do, I just want everybody to be safe out there. I hope you keep reading. If you're subscribed, I hope you stay subscribed. So, and as far as the video goes, we don't have we did grow some subscribers, but we have way more subscribers on the blog and the site than we do on this video thing. So if you like this video, once the movie theaters reopen again, you can go back and look. We've did like 70 reviews, video reviews. You can go back and get a taste of what exactly we were doing. They're not high production value. I will acknowledge that. I'm not interested in that because I don't have that many subscribers. This is not a huge thing that I'm really focusing on. It's something I want to grab for when we walk right out of the theater. What were our reactions, our raw reactions? And I may edit those later and do something more polished with them, but I want to capture that emotion the minute we leave the theater. If I don't capture it somewhere, then I have nowhere. So I'm sharing those as we walk out of the theater. I'm not intending to do they're not spoilers. We don't put spoilers in there. I'm not going to ruin any movies. So you're safe subscribing to this channel, a video channel. And if you want to read more day-to-day stuff, then of course, go to MovieReviewsByUs.com. Follow that, and you'll get 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5, sometimes a little more. I mean, I don't think we've done any more than 5 posts in a day, actually. So usually it's around 2 or 3. And, 25, 30, 35 a week. Something like that. I think is 3 times 7, 21, 4 times 7, 20. I think 5 times 7 and be 35. So I think probably that's about the volume at the most you could expect from our site. It's not going to tear up your inbox with a bunch of nonsense posts. We generally have news, feedback on news. I put TV reviews every Saturday morning. We have, at least we did that for part of all of the year, mostly I think last year. I had a Saturday morning cartoon or a half. I guess that could be a resolution too, that we continue to do that. But I don't want to guarantee we're going to do that. We may go away from that at times. Right now we're reviewing the Star Trek animated series, first season. And there's, I want to say 7 episodes left of that. So at least 7 more Saturdays we'll have those. Beyond that, I don't know what exactly we're going to do on Saturday morning, if we're going to replace that with anything. Again, I'm just huddle in, be safe. I wanted to keep this under 20 minutes. This is the longest video we've ever done. So most of our videos are 5 minutes, or less. I mean, they're not long videos, but I wanted to do something a little bit more involved this video to explain our New Year's resolutions. All right. I am Todd. This is Movie Reviews by Us. Excuse the Pepsi. It's not an advertisement for Pepsi. Not paid by them. I mean, if they contacted me and said, we want to advertise on your channel, would I consider it? Of course I would. I want to offset some of the dollars we got. So someday, maybe we will have some affiliate advertising and do some. I'm not opposed to those things. But we're not there yet. We don't have a big enough audience. I think we got 18 subscribers here. You need 1,000, I think, on YouTube to have it before they'll even let you do anything monetized. So who knows when we'll get there, or if we ever will. I'm just not really that worried about it at this point. But I'm going to keep gathering these, capturing these raw reviews, posting them as we get out of the movie theaters. That's the main purpose of what this channel is. If that's of interest to you, you can go back and watch countless reviews we've done of movies in theaters. They were all watched in theaters. Then we walked out of the theater. I think maybe we did one movie on there, that review that wasn't, maybe The Irishman. I want to say we did one review, I believe, that wasn't watched in a theater. So there may be some reviews here and there we do video reviews on that aren't in theaters, but the main purpose of this channel is movie reviews, just leaving the theater, and that's all we're doing right now. We're not doing discussion or live or any of that yet, and we probably should if we really want to expand this channel. Live seems to be where a lot of this is at. Maybe I start telling you someday, it's just an idea, maybe I start telling you where we're going to go to see it. As soon as we get out of the theater, we put in some sort of live and chat with people in the chat, do that. It looks like fun to do some of that. Not opposed to that, but we're not doing that yet. And I just don't think we have enough people even to advertise to tell them that we're doing that so that we can get people to come and watch. So I don't know. It's not something we're doing. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. 19 minutes. I probably rambled a little bit more than I should have. Once again, if I was editing, probably could have cut this in half. Apologize for the length, but I'll make a post on this. This will be embedded in a post as well, so you can see it and follow with the text. I may have some additional ideas to add. But MovieReviewsByUs.com. Get on over there. If you like our videos, the reviews that we've done, this isn't what we normally do, but look at the past reviews that we have. If you enjoy them, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that stuff they always say in these things. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. That's the most important thing. Forget YouTube and this channel and any other channel. Stay safe out there. Don't, if you're working, boy, Godspeed to you out there working. I wish you the best, and take care of people. Be safe. Take care. Bye-bye.